the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Goes to the option. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the option. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. The screen, and watch out! Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Toss to the left. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Let's take a second to talk about Clemson. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
Try to run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Using his legs, it's Hardy. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Here's the pressure. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long. Trying to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
They punted away on 4th down. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Clemson set up with another 1st down. They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. It'll be 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for them.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. To throw, it's Flagway. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Nebraska is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 24 over the Rebels. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You'll just get in trouble when you try.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The option look. Movement, look out! Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Motion from the wide receiver. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for space. It's Hardy. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with his back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here comes the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quarterback running on the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Gives it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, with just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. A first down run in the red zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On the option. He's trying to get it in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the timing just a hair off.
I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. On the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Makes a man miss. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the run, now to throw. Working that left side down.